Hello everybody, we're back with streaming. Hopefully our sound is at a decent level. Oh, let's turn that up. There we go, that should help. Going to be going back to tokens today, just to try and get our road back to mythic started. So this is the deck as is. You can see there's a few differences between mine and, say, Simeon's list that you can see up on standardintelligence.uk from a couple of weeks ago. He's got an extra Legion's Landing, Amara, and Venerated Loxodon. Oh, actually, I could add the extra Loxodon. I opened one. Because Shana is good in places, but oftentimes just really tricky. So, yeah. Do I have another Legions? I do have another Legions Landing. Perfect. I can trim another Shana. Do I have another Amara? Oh, I do. Sweet. Problem solved. Now I have to re-export this deck. Sideboard. I've been really impressed with the Immortal Sun, actually, so I'm going to keep at it. Yeah. Let's re-export this deck. I didn't realise that I had all of the cards that I was missing. Here's tokens. Boom, boom, boom. Right. You should all be updated now, folks. So, yeah. Right. Let's get back to it. Just for info, obviously I was mythic, got dumped back down to platinum 4. Played a game today. A match. I won it against mono red, I think, like red green. It was surprisingly fine. And then I was like, actually, I've got a ton of editing to do. We'll only play on stream today. Hey, Sheppy, good to see you, man. How's being back in the UK? No, you're in London now, aren't you? That's the move that you've just made back into London. Be good to see you at the GP. Hopefully that's all going to work out fine. Cool. Are you hitting up any of the stores at the moment? Dark Sphere, Sneak Attack, Axion? Not doing the main event at London then? Oh, so close. Basically, any of these non-flower cards into a land and I would be snap keeping that, but oh, that's a tricky hand. No, I think even the win case on that one is not particularly good. I think we'll keep that. It doesn't really matter. We're on the play, aren't we? Oh, no, we're not. I kind of wanted that one. Chances are this is a control game. They're not great for us. Oh, no. Oh, dear. We could be basically dead here on turn 3. Yep. In fact, I am just going to concede. Waiting for pieces for modern. Ah, right, fair enough. Fair enough. And Sun. Tribunal can be trimmed here. Tithe Taker is very medium. Amara's also pretty medium. You need to attack with her to get her going, so let's trim her out as well. Oh, I ache. So very, very tired. Your sub did not come up. I think my Streamlabs is having a bit of problems at the moment. This is the sort of hand that you get with this deck at the moment. Yeah, okay, we might be switching back to Sultai. Just because I know how to run that deck really well. Okay. It's not a good hand. Conflict, subscribe with that Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Yeah, Conflict, yours came up. Yeah, okay, we're done here. Let's just go and play some Sultai, shall we? Yeah, all right, sure, whatever. Let's go and play a decent deck, shall we? Let's put this up on Stream Decker. Boom. There we go. Fixed. Conflict, your subscription has appeared on my overlay and things. Sheppy's for some reason hasn't, and I don't really know why. So yeah, weirdness abound with this system at the moment. What else did I need to do quickly? Oh, I need to change the title, don't I? There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't start with Sultai. Bought it off the back of a van. I mean, he is in London these days. Oh, no. Cancel. That's not what I meant to do. That one. There we go. The furious mashing of cancel as you accidentally queue up with the wrong deck. Yeah, there any chance you're in East London, even Dagenham? That's definitely the place to get stuff off the back of a van. Keep. I love this deck. I really do. Oh god. I was like, why did I stop playing it? And it was like, oh yeah, mono blue. Brixton, yeah, all right. Has got a bit of a rep as well. It's yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you can take my trophy or you can take my reed. Probably reed. But I've still got a Hydroid Crisis in hand. Probably. Oh, they took the Assassin's Trophy. Very interesting. Probably some form of Rakdos mid-range deck. I'm going to leave that on top, actually. The other option that it could be is Control, Grixis Control. Oh, okay, I take it all back. It's Grixis Control. With Duress in the main board. I like it. That's... Yeah, sure. So they're at 13. I've done 3 of that damage. What the hell? So what my opponent's saying here is basically they're just going to do nothing this entire game. Oh. Tell you what, let's see if they just play out the Nicol Bolas. Because that'd be funny. No, apparently is the answer. Yeah, we'll bin you. Just holding on to this Lanarels to... Sheppy, there's your Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. It's just popped up. Yeah, just holding onto the land rail so that I can discard it to a Nikki B. Let's see what they've got here. That's a thief. Okay. Well, let's get that thief out of the way, shall we? Tutoring's going all right, actually. Tutoring is going okay. You're going to really hate me in a minute, mate. Yeah. Yeah. How's that for free discard spells? Suck it. Yeah, tutoring's going pretty good, I think. Pretty good. Let's see how much into a mid-range deck they turn. I'd be very interested in that one. Kind of feel like Hostage Taker is just wrong here. Contempt is also probably not exactly what we want to be doing. And then the Wild Growth Walkers are definitely not what we want to be doing. Find is also pretty medium. Let's stick a Thrashing Brontodon in. That's better. So yeah, we've been working for, what is it, like a month now? Three-ish weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I actually don't remember. And we identified my biggest problem in week 1, which is I don't turn my creatures sideways enough. Basically, like I'm not looking at how the game is going to progress, how it's going to like develop. Unfortunately, I think this is a mulligan. That's a way better hand. We'll keep that, and we'll bottom that. It's yeah. I'm ready to grind the heck out of someone. I am ready to really grind someone into paste. I'm not ready to go, oh, I've got you in a position where in a couple of turns I just get to kill you. And so I don't. And again, they're taking that Assassin's Trophy. It's really interesting to me. Thought Erasure? Yeah, of course. This worked so well for them last game. I'm sure it'll go really well for them this game as well. Okay, they took my Wild Growth Walker. That's unfortunate. It's tempting to play this Watery Grave and just hold up negate for whatever they're doing next, but nah, I think we just put some damage on the battlefield. Yeah. I'd rather they play an oddly mid-rangey game, so I don't want to take the extra 2 life for the Watery Grave here. Sure. They're going to try and remove my Harpooner. I'll negate it. Don't have a negate of your own? Okay, then. That's interesting. Well, if we hit a land here, we at least get out of this, because we can just Vivian Reed tick down and kill this stupid thief. Okay, well, let's hope they hit 3 lands. Perfect, that'll do. Yeah, I've definitely had that problem, Sheppy. Just like stuck in ranks, and you're just sort of going, don't exactly know how I'm getting out of this. Oh yeah, that's mine. And I hit a land. That's unfortunate. Well, that's really unfortunate. Okay then. We'll see how this goes. Well, they're going to kill my Vivian Reed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to play the Watery Grave here. I'd actually quite prefer to just play the Forest because I need the green sources in case they go like Nicol Bolas here. Chemisters, of course. Carney T. Because you know what this deck doesn't have at the moment? A decent way of dealing with Carnage Tyrant. Oh. Are they going to have to cast down my other Llanowar Elves and then edict my Carnage Tyrant? That would be pretty funny, actually. That's a good draw right there. I see what's happening here. Right. Boom. We're going to cast this for X is 4. In case we hit another Llanowar Elves off the 2. Well, another Carnage Tyrant, whatever. Because then we can get more protection for our Carnage Tyrant from Edict effects. Yeah, because that's exactly what's coming here. They're about to Edict. Yep, Eldest Reborn. And we might as well play this Watergrave, otherwise it's just getting discarded anyway. Sure, there's a Nikki B. Do they have the 7th land? No, is apparently the answer. At least not right now. We've really flooded this one, which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah. So what is going to happen here is they're going to get their Nicol Bolas back, and then they're probably going to play a land. Oh, they're going to get my Carnage Tyrant back. Oh, well, I suppose it does kill me. Angrath's also pretty annoying. Hostage, Hydrocrisis doesn't even get me out of this. Yep, no, nothing gets me out of this, unfortunately. My deck does not deal well with my own Carnage Tyrants, unfortunately. But yeah, I've definitely had that thing of being like stuck in a ranking. It's very annoying. We're actually going to go back up on the Contempt and down on another Find, I think. I didn't realise how, but they were also playing like Angrath. Oh, I think we mulligan that one. Okay, that's probably a keep. Keep with a scry. So the first one was a mulligan because we were like, okay, turn 1 Llanowar Elf, turn 3. I mean, I suppose, yeah, turn 3 Vraska's Contempt, which obviously they're not going to have anything on turn 3, and then Vivians that are probably going to get stripped from my hand. We're going to bottom you. Second Crisis, not bad. Thought Erasure, take my Jade Light. I find this super tedious. Like this just, oh, I have all of this hand attack. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. Like they were playing Duress's main board. Yeah, okay, we're gonna leave that on top. Mm-hmm. I mean, I imagine that this Crisis is dying, but what are you gonna do, you know? Yeah, sure. Looks like they both don't have a land and don't have a way of removing my Hydroid Crisis, which is interesting. Let's open up with a Duress and see what's going on here. Cast down, cast down. Okay, so they do have the ways of removing it. Cast down, and Angrath. They can't cast Angrath yet. They could cast Nikki B soon. No, I shouldn't have done that. I should have held back. Oh, sweet. They traded off. That's handy. I mean, I suppose they do have a spare Thief of Sanity. Can make a 2-2 Hydroid Crisis, but if they go Nicol Bolas next turn, it's pretty embarrassing. But they're more likely to just play another. Yeah, let's just make a 2-2. Keep drawing cards. Oh, well, no, never mind. There's the Nicol Bolas. Oh, J-Lot Ranger, that's actually a pretty perfect hit. If we can leave something decent on top twice. No. That counts as something decent. Did we hit another land here? Is that what's going on? No, that's a thief. Oh, they did. They didn't want to play the Angrath. That's interesting. Yeah, we're going to contempt this Nicol Bolas. Then I think we're just attacking with a Jade Light Ranger. I would be very surprised for a block here. Yeah. Okay, what do you got? Sweet, I'll negate that. That was sort of what I was trying to lead them into doing. Oh, that's pretty perfect, actually. This is effectively a 2-turn clock right here. Yeah, I was going to say. Kind of feel like they have to take the block. We got anything else in the graveyard? No, just a few Jade Light Rangers and then obviously Vivian Reed. We could get a Jade Light Ranger back. I'm not against that plan, actually. Sweet! All that hand attack. I love Sultai. As you can tell, I haven't actually played in a couple of days. I got very tired of Magic after Sunday. Like, 135 games in 5 days will do that. 135 matches, I should say. It was a lot of magic, yes. Yeah, we'll keep this. That's a good hand. I see your forest, and I raise you an overgrown tomb. Tapped. I wondered if this was going to be Gruul. Alana Elves? Oh, where were you last turn? If they don't have the removal spell for this Wild Growth Walker, it just takes over the game. If they do, I suppose that's not the end of the world. At least they're not developing their board. They are going to develop the board. Wow, that is aggressive. I don't necessarily know as I would have done that. Yeah, I'm a pacifist. No, what I see is creature deck versus creature deck. I'm not trying to beat down. I'm trying to outsize them. Do I take the 2 to play the Llanowar Elves, or do I just play the Memorial to Folly? That's sort of my question here. I think I do. Not for next turn. Obviously, next turn I'm probably just playing this Hostage Taker. Am I blocking the Gruul Spellbreaker here? I might. I don't think 2 damage is worth the option for not blocking. Jade Light is the only light I know. Stomping Grounds and Llanowar Elves. Cool. That was a pretty good draw. I think I want to steal this Gruul Spellbreaker. I think what this has become about is jockey for position, play Carnage Tyrant, finality away the board. I think that's what this is. No attacks. Durgan? Giant Durgan. No, another Spellbreaker. This one is a 4/4. Galter? That's not fair. That's really big. Like, seriously, where are my removal spells? I think we're playing out the Branch Walker, the Spellbreaker, and then the tap land. I think that's the play here. Rather than just playing out the Carnage Tyrant. We'll leave you right there. Let's have a +1/+1 counter. Because at the moment, we would also get to steal Galter and instantly play it. So, handy. Only attacking with the Galter. How much power have I got on the board? 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. Yeah, okay. I was considering blocking with this Merfolk Branchwalker. Keeps us at 7 and puts something worth finding back in the graveyard so that I can find it and trigger Wildgrowth Walker. Okay, let's grab some cast downs. I'm really tempted by these Ritual of Soots. Like, most of their creatures are very cheap. And then I think we can trim some of the high-end stuff. Just a little bit, just so that we don't get flooded on it. I think a Vivian Reed can probably go. She doesn't get to kill as much in this sort of matchup, so she's not as useful. I still think Carnage Tyrant is pretty good. It stops most of their attacks. It's just the Golter that gets to get through. And obviously, if they have a Phoenix and things like that, then it still gets to get through. But Tyrant blocks most other stuff. Maybe not worth it. Don't particularly want to ramp this opponent, but I do need ways of dealing with their stuff. Let's cat out all the Carnage Tyrants. I think that's fine. Yeah, it's not a bad hand. Obviously, we need some black mana going on, and it'd be nice if we had a Wild Growth Walker, but it's not too bad. Oh, that's a pretty good start. If we hit a black mana next turn, we're just off to the races. Okay, then. Well, I'm going to play the tapped one. We know we're not getting Chain Whirler next turn, at least. That Forest kind of stops that. Even if they were playing it in their deck, which I would doubt in this sort of a deck. Are you going to haste it again? No, I didn't actually think you would there, amazingly enough. Alright, let's play this Branch Walk and see if we can find a black source. You can go in the graveyard. You're not super helpful. Kindles. I think we're actually just going to double block here. Okay. I'm actually wondering if I hostage take this Phoenix. I'm not against that plan. We can always later on go for something along the lines of, you know, cast down or Assassin's Trophy it and then wrap the board. Just if we find another black source somewhere. Right, we'll have that, thank you. And then punch for one, I guess. Okay, the fact that they played... Wow, okay. We are in the driver's seat now, folks. Jeez. Yeah. I figured they'd have a lightning strike or something. Or a coil, a lava coil. Yeah. I think me having land is more important than them having land. Oh. Well. Whatever. They don't get it back because they don't have the token, so. Interesting. Could I find a Contempt off the top, please? Well, actually, I need another black source, don't I? I'm going to Contempt anything. So I could find back these two Branch Walkers, Wild Growth Walker, and find, or I could Assassin's Trophy the Vivian Reed, which they found their land, so they're up to 5 lands now. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Assassin's Trophy Vivian post-combat. I think I'm going to punch first. We're going to trophy the Reed. Can't be letting that live. We've still got cast down in case they find a Golter and manage to play it somehow. It's going to take a spectacular series of draws for them to have that happen, it feels like. Play that tapped, and then we're going to find back Branch Walker, Branch Walker. There we go. And now, obviously, next turn, I've got Wild Growth Walker into Branch Walker, Branch Walker. Okay. Ouch. Nah. It can chump the 4/4 later on. Is it worth holding up the cast down this turn in case they find a Carnage Tyrant, or like so that I can stop it from having haste by killing the Registrar Alpha, or the Golter, which again would have haste and would therefore be very annoying? Or should I just play this Mofolk Branch Walker and get this out of Lava Coil range? I think it's get this out of Lava Coil range. That's a pretty good one to have on top of the library, though. Kindles. Okay. There's the Golter. Obviously hasty. This is actually super awkward. No blocks. We're going to have to cast down one of these, Assassin's Trophy the other, and then Wrath the battlefield. But that is going to leave them with a 4/4, unfortunately. Oh, I have to cast down this thing. Yes. Don't know why I thought I could cast down Golter. It's very odd. I mean, I'm going to have a 2/3 as well, which isn't nothing, but whoo, that's yeah, that's unfortunate for us. And they found a Carnage Tyrant on top. That's also really unfortunate for us. One point of damage is probably getting through here. Yeah. Okay, then 5 points of damage is getting through here. Interesting. Yeah, we could do with another find. Yeah, they've basically won this one. They Carnage Tyrant on top, Vivian Reed active, and a Registrar Alpha on battlefield. Yeah. We have very few ways of dealing with this. Oh, and of course it's got haste. Of course it does. Yes, I forgot about that. Okay, okay. We were just dead there. That was unfortunate. Let's put that Assassin's Trophy back in. And I guess Carnage Tyrants, because basically the only way we have of fighting Carnage Tyrants is with a Carnage Tyrant or a big Hydroid Krasis. But to make a Hydroid Krasis big enough to actually tussle with a Carnage Tyrant actually takes 8 mana, so it's a bit tricky. I think we'll trim a Fine Finality and another Hydroid Krasis here, actually. I think that's right. I think that's what we've got to do. First. Yeah, that's not a bad hand. Obviously, if we end up with a Wild Growth Walker, that'd be basically ideal. Well, there's a Hostage Taker. Not exactly what I was after, but is at least another effective removal spell here. Atali. This looks a lot like Pterodactyl's deck from the Invitational. Now, aren't you interesting? No? Actually, yes. We're going to leave that on top. Because next turn, we can play it and hold up Cast Down. Which is perfectly reasonable. Yeah, I know how much better your deck gets when you've got power on the battlefield. So I'll block that. They've got a Lightning Strike in hand. I imagine they're going to point it at this Incubation Druid. Oh, no. Interesting. Or maybe it's a Collision Colossus, actually. Yeah. Domri. Okay. Okay, making a red mana. Yeah, I'm going to just trophy the Domri. I couldn't have killed it with the Incubation Druid this turn, so... And as they have no red mana, I'm going to Woodland Cemetery and then activate this. And then probably just get in for 3. That was kind of what I was expecting to happen here. How much does that cost? 5? Can I? Thank you. 5. Yeah, I can Hostage Taker, steal the Regisaur Alpha. Which is pretty funny. I think it's also probably the play. Oh, such value. I'll have that, thank you. And then, yeah, I'll attack for 3. Who's the Dino deck now? It is still them. I think it's time to be aggressive. If they block the Hostage Taker with this Rekindling Phoenix, then I can just find it back. Okay, surprising. Very surprising. but I will kill it. If that's what you thought you were getting away with for some reason, I am going to kill it. Lightning Strike on the Incubation Druid, yeah. I mean, we called that a few turns ago, didn't we? We sort of said that's what they've got. Elves, J-Light Rangers, Elves, lands, and a coil on the token that I stole from them. All right, all right. I mean, I kind of want to let them kill the hostage taker, like go to attacks, attack, block with the hostage taker. I find finality the hostage taker back. I don't think that's right, though. I think we should be spending our mana this turn. Yeah, so we're going to find Jade Light and Incubation Druid. And then we're going to cast this Jade Light right here. I mean, Branch Walker is something to do next turn. So, yeah, sure. And they're at 9, so I think I actually just attacked with a hostage taker. I probably should have attacked with a hostage taker first, but because they might have given it to me anyway. I think that's probably something that I did wrong there. No blocks. Take the 3. Yeah, we'll adapt here. Do I want a board reset? No, I want to go and find some actual card advantage, don't I? Okay. Block here, take 3. Okay then, well, we're just going to stare at each other for a little while. And I'm going to hope that I draw one of my 2 Hydro Crasises that are still left in the deck before they draw a Galter or something. Or a Vivian Reed. Okay, well, it looks like they're drawing some blanks here. Jade Light, okay, well, that'll help me dig. Yeah, well, at least I'm getting those out of the way. No good attacks yet. We'll wait until we've got some decent attacks. Okay. Montagna, sure. Contempt. Well, that certainly changes the maths a little bit. Contempt first. Block here, block here, block here. Take 3, 4. I've lost this and this. You have no board. Yeah, I think that's probably just right. Yep. Oh, okay, that's surprising to me. Blocking the Jade Light would actually kill the Jade Light. Unless they've got like a pump spell. Ah, that's what they've got. They've got Collision Colossus. That's what's going on. Yep. They have to block here. And go to 1. Cool. There's the Wild Growth Walker. A little bit late, but, you know. Fortunately, not that big of a problem. Sweet. I've missed this deck. I really have. Karul Swarm. Sweet. Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering how quickly we can get back to Mythic, basically. You know, can we get into Diamond tonight or tomorrow night? It's, what is it? 3 wins, 6 wins, 12 wins to get through a tier. You're a tricky hand. Think this is good, though. I think this is fine. Okay, mirror match. Sweet. Platinum in limited conflict. Ah, I didn't realise you played that much limited. Also, my elves are clearly the superior elf. Oh, this is looking like a Team of Monsters sort of deck. Okay, and they're leaving a Wild Growth Walker. Oh, no, they were just getting the extra trigger. I like it. I like it. We will we'll have to wait and see what version of this deck they're on. It's a Hadana's Climb deck. That is good to know. And again, very happy that what I have here is an Assassin's Trophy. No blocks. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get this Jadelight Ranger down. Yeah, we'll leave that on top. That seems decent. And then we'll play this Drowned Catacomb. And instead of that land, you can have a basic. I love limited. I really do. I'm not as good at it as I used to be, but I still really love limited. Yeah, it is like the most skill testing way of playing Magic in my mind. It's the most yeah, it's just the fundamentals of Magic. It's everything. Limited is what took you to the Pro Tour all those years ago. I can buy that. I can totally buy that, man. Like the especially if you had a grasp on something when no one else did, because that was a very big thing back in the day where it's just like no one actually knew what they were doing. So I think what I'm doing here is playing a 4/4 Hydroid Crisis, gaining 2 life having spent 2 life. So I'll be back at 9. And then really hoping that they don't have, like, a removal spell. And then probably finalitying the next turn. Yeah, it's... who was I listening to? One of the pros basically said... Yeah, blame the internet. One of the pros basically said, you know, I don't understand how there are still Magic pros. Because, as far as I'm concerned, we should have... We should be out of style by now. Okay, so they've got the ability to flip this thing and then find finality. Not find Collision Colossus it. I'd be a little surprised if they had Collision Colossus, but is it worth taking the risk? The answer is probably no. When what I'm hoping to get them to do is play more creatures onto the battlefield, which I can then Wrath next turn. Okay, only taking 2 there. Interesting. Okay, play some creatures. Yes. Yes, this is excellent. Don't just hold up the Grove Chamber Guardian activation. Oh, nice. Play a 2-drop. Dang it. Okay, well, this is a plenty good enough board to finality. Yep. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah, the pro that I was listening to, I think it was on Limited Resources. They were like, there's so many resources out there for everyone now that I don't understand how we still exist as pro players. And it's like, I can see where you're coming from. I can see where you're coming from. Well, I'm just going to Vivian Reed, tick down and kill that. Rather than running the risky Hydroid Crisis play. What's the other half of that incongruity? And that's only creatures, isn't it? Yeah, exile target creature. Oh, well, that's a bit annoying. Let's tick Vivian Reed up and we'll see what we hit. Jade Light Wildgrowth. Yeah, you know what? We are going to go Jade Light Lanner Elves hold up Assassin's Trophy. Oh ho. Oh hello. Yeah, you can stay right there. Straight at me. Straight at me. Okay. Okay. Six. Okay, so I can actually just go block. I think I'm in for that, actually. Because if I go block and commit myself to Assassin's Trophying this Merfolk Branchwalker, then I can get blown out by them just going, oh, I'm going to somehow pump my thing. Okay, well, this is going to be cool. You can have a land instead of that Ravager Worm. And it meant that I get to Assassin's Trophy their next play, which, yeah. Nope, that's still there. Sorry about that. It's actually kind of tempting to just take the Hinterland Harbour, but I think I'm meant to take the Incubation Druid here. Let's steal this Merfolk Branchwalker. And let us start turning this corner. Ooh, hello. Yeah, you seem decent as well. Can't get enough lands. I've got too many decent cards on top of my library. Ooh, another Ravager Worm. Assuming this is going to be... Oh, hasty. Okay then, interesting. All day block, like all day block. Okay then. We might just be playing the Hydroid Crisis here. Oh, I do really want that Wildgrowth Walker, because then I can maybe gain some more life down the road. yeah, I kind of just want to gain a couple of points of life. Yep, no worries, Sheppy. Have a good dinner. Oh, and opponents. Opponents are fit. Cool, and we're back to Platinum Tier 3. Nice. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not bad for an hour's work. And we're picking up our rewards as well, which is also handy. Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that card. It was a Gates referencing card in a set that I played like no limited of. I'll obviously definitely be playing some War of the Spark. How far people were... Is that failing or falling in the last few days in the rankings? Because I saw someone talking about, oh, yeah, we need a second green source, but this is a sneap. Falling. Yep, sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry, I can't read it. My screen, I need to change that. I need to fix how that displays. Yeah, I heard some people talking about the fact that they were like, I was 300th on Saturday, woke up at 500th on Sunday, and I ended at like 900th, and I'm like, oh god. So this is the mirror match. I kind of just want to play this Wildgrowth Walker out there and get a little greedy. Yeah. So I'm actually really worried. Gottlieb from 940, from 270 to 940 in 16 hours. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, all right. The graveyard. I need a green source here. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, if they play a Vivian Reed here, I definitely need to draw land. Oh, actually, I suppose I don't. I need to draw a green source to J-Lot Ranger so that I can attack it. Okay, that's super interesting. Super duper interesting. Right. That's an unfortunate turn. They do have the Incubation Druid activation, so no attacks. Yeah, that's a pretty mental fall, and it does really make me very worried about how viable it is to have this sort of ladder system be defining your Mythic Championships, because obviously there's a plenty of us out there who are competitive enough to try and do that. Yep, okay. Oh, well, that's interesting. So I can play the land and then contempt this Wildgrowth Walker and kill the Vivian Reed. I think that's going to have to be my plan, unfortunately. Yeah. Because this is effectively a 2-for-1 here. But at the same time, I really, really wish that they'd just left the Incubation Druid back to block. Because then I could have contempted an actually important-ish creature. Okay, what are you going to take? My Branch Walker? Sure. Cast it now, I'm assuming. Yeah. Wow, that's gonna be really bad. That Hydro Crisis. I think we have to get a little bit aggro here. Just try and put a little bit of beat down on our opponent here. We'd quite like this game to go a little bit shorter because they've got a mana advantage over us, and they're about to use that to turn it into a card advantage over us. 6 plus 4, 10. They're going to make 8. Draw 4, gain 4. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. Vivian Reed off the top. Can't be. J-Lo Ranger. Yeah, it's probably time to just run out this Carnage Tyrant, isn't it? I think we lost this one, unfortunately. The one of Incubation Druid keeps being way better than I think it is. And this is kind of the problem with Carnage Tyrant at the moment. These battlefields just are not good places for the Implacable Death Lizard. Again, feel like it's time to get aggro. Interesting. Yeah, this is just going to take... This is going to take another, like, 20 minutes to lose, but we are going to lose it. So, let's move on. Right then, sideboarding. Out come the Wild Growth Walkers. In come... I actually don't even know. Negates, I guess. We don't have a great sideboard plan. I'm actually thinking that Cry of the Carnarium can come out for some sort of edict effect. Maybe a Eldest Reborn would be best. I think we'll stick some cast downs in as well, just in case they're doing something like running a sideboard package that includes Thief of Sanity. Also, it's pretty good against their hostage takers. You know, they go hostage taker, put the trigger on the stack, and you go cast down in response. For only 2 mana, that's handy. Unfortunately, our Assassin's trophies are both really important here and also a real liability. Speaking of, there's one in the opening hand. I think we're going to have to mulligan that. Oh, come on, not like this. I think we keep it. As soon as we hit a green source, we're away. Yep. There we go. There we go. That opponent sure does have a lot of lands. Graveyard with you. I don't need a spare one. Wow, okay. We getting beats? Geez, real? Also, amusingly, they're holding up the negate here. in case I go land Vivian Reed. I mean, I like it. I do like their style. I'm just not going to give them the satisfaction. No attacks. Another cast down. Wow, okay. We are getting real aggro here. Real aggro with the 2-1. I mean, it might be disdainful stroke, but if they're stroking the Krasis itself, I'm not actually too bothered. There's still one land off of casting their Vivian Reed and holding up the negate for ours, so... Well, they've still got the negate, I suppose. I think I'm going to play out this Merfolk Branchwalker, even knowing, as I do, that the chances are it's dying to a Ritual of Soot in the very near future. Oh, okay, we'll leave that on top. That seems decent. Never stroke the jellyfish. Well, exactly. Exactly. You really shouldn't be stroking jellyfish. It's a shame that they exiled my Hydroid Krasis, but what can you do? I think playing an Incubation Druid here is still correct. Nah, no point attacking there. Okay. Well. Okay, so we spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to activate the Incubation Druid. Okay. They can't attack into us. If they go for Hostage Taker, steal my Incubation Druid. Oh no, they're going for a big Hydroid Krasis. Again, still holding up this negate. And we're definitely doing that. I don't think we're casting down this Hydroid Krasis. Oh man, we could have really done with our Hydroid Krasis not getting exiled. Am I meant to finality this board? Is that what the game plan here is? Finality the board. If they negate it, that's fine. I get to play Vivian Reed next turn. If they don't, I've got an Incubation Druid. They play Hostage Taker into it, steal my Incubation Druid. I then, or try and steal that. I cast it down. Yeah, I think we do. Okay then, interesting, very interesting. There's the taker to hostage. No. That resolved really fast. They don't have a negate. They've got a disdainful stroke. That's what's going on here. They've got disdainful stroke. And now they've got Vraska's Contempt on top anyway. Okay, well, we can probably force it through here by going Assassin's Trophy, the Watery Grave, play Vivian Reed, tick Vivian Reed up. The problem is they've now found the Contempt, and the Assassin's Trophy is probably our best answer to them having a Vivian Reed. So, yeah, there's the stroke. Alright, they've been holding that up for like the last 10 turns or something. That's annoying. Could I draw one of those, please? Ooh, that was a really good draw. That was an excellent, excellent draw. Because we get to go Vivian Reed, kill the Hydroid Krasis, hold back the Incubation Druid. If they go, okay, well, I'll Contempt the Druid and then attack the Vivian Reed, I get to Assassin's Trophy the Merfolk Branchwalker, which obviously not great giving them the land, but at the same time... Or do I tick up looking for my own Hydroid Krasis and just allow this Vivian Reed to die? I've got 5 mana, so I could try Assassin's Trophying the Krasis if they go for the attack rather than the Contempt. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Oh, well. Yay, a Llanowar Elf, I suppose. In retrospect, I probably should have ticked the Vivian down. Just ticked her down. Well, there's another Llanowar Rolls. That's not super duper helpful. Starting to regret this Ritual of Soot. I don't think it's what I should be doing. Maybe I should be bringing in my negates, actually. And they've got another Hydroid Krasis. Oh, I only cast the one. And it didn't find me anymore. There's ones because they've cast them for such big numbers. Partly because I keep ramping them with bloody Assassin's trophies. They keep being able to find them. Think I meant to give up this board position with a Ritual of Soot. I think that's what I'm meant to do here. And then use Find Finality to get some Jadelight Rangers back and start digging for stuff. There we go. God damn it. If I'd known it was going to be next turn, I wouldn't have given up the 5 mana I had. Jeez. Yeah, I just got ruined, didn't I? Now they're just going to play out this massive board state. Including a Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, cool. I think I flubbed this one. Maybe, yeah, I think... I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe I meant to tick down that Vivian Reed just to kill that thing. The Hydrocrisis. The first Hydrocrisis. Second Hydrocrisis? I think it was their second, wasn't it? I think they cast 3 that match, which is kind of mental. I love it when it happens to me. Yep, that's a good hand. We'll keep that hand. Oh, I should have made my my adjustments. I should have put my what's it called? Eldest Reborn in instead of the Cry of the Carnarium. I'll fix that in a minute. I will fix that in a moment. Okay. I really tanked on that one and then went to 6. Oh, red. Dang. Let's play out a Merfolk Branchwalker rather than Incubation Druid. They've definitely got the shock. That's a good hit, though. That is an excellent hit. Shock Dome and then light up the stage. Okay, revealing a Fanatical Firebrand and a Goblin Chain Whirler. Well, if they play the Firebrand, they can get in for 1 if I attack here, but then they can't play the Chain Whirler. So obviously we're hoping this Incubation Druid lives, but even if it doesn't, I just need to hit a land off the top of the library. Chainy Boy? That's cool. That does basically nothing and means that I get to go Wildgrowth Walker into Merfolk Branchwalker without any contest. And the chance of them having Lava Coil in the main board is pretty low. We've got one of those, so I'm going to bin that. We can actually do with like a Jadelight Ranger or something here. No attacks. Vivian Reed not super helpful in this matchup, and I already have one. Okay, there's a firebrand. Okay, well they can spend a firebrand and a 3-point burn spell on my Wild Growth Walker. Or they can spend a burn spell to kill one of these Merfolk Branch Walkers. Because I was considering, like, chump blocking anyway. I was like, hold on, I could just... I suppose they could spend the Firebrand, in fact. But then if I hit a find, I just go and get Wild Growth Walkers back. Yep, okay. We could Vivian Read and tick up and see what we get. We could activate the Incubation Druid. I feel like they've got the burn spell though. Yeah, I feel like giving them something else to shoot at. Ranger seems really good here. No attacks. I think I'm going to chump block with the Incubation Druid if they attack Vivian Reed. Because if Vivian Reed stays around at 3 or more loyalty, then I get to deal with the enchantment, the frenzy. Yeah. And as I say, I'm pretty certain I was never getting to grow that because the way the pauses have been happening, they've got a burn spell of some description. And obviously, if I let that 3 damage go through, they can just point the burn spell at my Vivian Reed. That's another Chain Whirler. Ooh, hello there. We could actually just take the land so that next turn I can go like Hostage Taker and Chain Whirler. Like the Hydroid Krasis is a 4/4 if I get a land next turn. Or if I get a land off this Jadelight Ranger, I suppose. Yeah, alright, let's take the Krasis. Okay, cool. That actually makes me feel a lot better in case I end up losing my Vivian Reed, that I can deal with one of these things. No attacks or attacks? Yeah, I think we're attacking. As I say, if I lose my Vivian Reed now, it's not the worst thing in the world because I've got a way of dealing with the Experimental Frenzy. But I do need to put my opponent to pain. Next turn we'll cast a 4/4 Krasis, which obviously blocks a Chain Whirler as long as they, without them spending extra resources, I can block a Chain Whirler. I imagine both of these are just going straight at Vivian Reed. Oh no, they're coming straight at me. Interesting. Yeah. Like I say, pretty convinced that they've just got the burn spell to finish her off, so I'm gonna conserve Jadelight Ranger. A little unfortunate because obviously now there's both Vivian Reeds in the graveyard, but Vivian Reed not super important in this matchup. She's probably coming out, in fact. How are we doing on time? 8:30. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I think it's time to get aggro. We're at 23 life. We've got 6 lands on the battlefield. We've got Hostage Taker and Hydro Krasis in hand against a red deck. I feel pretty in charge of this game, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, cool. Nice. And we picked up a land. Well, they hit their 4th land drop, so... No blocks. Go to 21. Not actually a problem here. What's going to be really nice is if they play out a bunch of X1s to try and help defend here. I can just steal their blocking Chain Whirler and recast it. That'd be nice. Yeah, cool. Right then. Cast Downs. Thrashing Brontodon seems pretty good. Vivian Reed seems aggressively medium. Carnage Tyrant seems not great. I mean, Hostage Taker feels not fantastic either. At least Hydro Krasis gains me some life, I suppose. Ritual of Soot is probably fine. And then maybe a couple of Duress. I can't work out if I'm meant to be duressing or negating in this matchup, or if I'm meant to be doing either at all. Right, Mono Red's got quite a lot of powerful cards, but the problem is I need to play to the board, so holding up a negate is very hard in the early turns. And if we don't get to the later turns, then what does having a negate even matter? It was just clogging up my hand. I mean, Hostage Taker has its places, but all of their creatures are pretty awful. And they have the removal spells to completely negate me being able to remove their creatures. So, I think it's a couple of duress. I think what we need is just more help getting through the early game. And if, by chance, we get to the late game, yes, it's a dead draw, but hopefully your opponent is drawing marginally more dead. Well, that's a no-lander. That's a mulligan. That's a keep. It's a bit not great. Oh, yeah, we'll leave you on top. You're fine. Love a run air. Unfortunate that this isn't untapped, but whatever. Oh, okay, well, we're definitely looking to get Ritual of Soot online here. Think what we're planning on doing is hoping to draw some more lands, duress them so that we can take away sorry folks, take away an Experimental Frenzy if they've got it, and then raff the board the turn after. That's a Chainy boy. That is indeed a Chainy boy. I'm going to go with no blocks here, I think. Oh man, second Forest is really good. But I think the line is still Duress, Watery Grave. Okay, well that's a light up the stage. I'm kind of hoping that they hit a land here and just go Viashino. Attack you. I'll go block the runaway Steamkin. Oh, Lava Core. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Partly because we are effectively at 5 here. Never mind. If we can hit another green source next turn, Wild Growth Walker into Jadelight Ranger, and we're so far ahead at that point. I'd be tempted to make a 2/2 Krasis, in fact, if we didn't. Oh. Ooh. Well, you know what they don't have? Removal spells at the moment. So let's just play out a couple of Wild Growth Walkers and we'll see what happens. Oh, come on! They hit it? Jeez. Yeah, all day block. What sort of a rube do you take me for? That? I don't know. That seems pretty good, actually. I think I meant to graveyard it, though. I think I'm looking for a land here. And I don't particularly want that either. Oh, dang it. Now I wish I had that Ritual of Soot back. Let's kill that thing. And attack with the Jadelight Ranger here. That's a Pyroman. Sweet. That's a good sign. Oh, please. You got a Wizard's Lightning now as well? No! I'll skewer the critics. Oh, okay. Alright. That seems fair. Desperate times, etc. Frickin' hell. My opponent is drawing the nut here. Okay, we're going to go to 8. Let's get at them. They have to at least chump the Jadelight Ranger. Yeah. Oh, well, that was an awful tap. Thanks. Thanks, Arena. Jeez. Whatever. They can't kill us, I don't think. I think we've won this one. Okay, coil on the Krasis. Have you got another blocker? Nope. Sweet. Dead. Nearly cost us. It nearly cost us. Sweet. Fortunately, last match where we lost, we were playing basically with house money. It's great. Siegebreaker Giant. Good. Yeah, we've got another like hour and 20 of the stream tonight, I think. Yep, nice. No. Much better. Okay then. Well, this is probably a control game. If it isn't, it's the mirror match. So, and now I feel really annoyed for putting that Carnage Tyrant on the bottom. Yep, it's a control game. Momentary craving on my elves. That's annoying. Yeah, alright, we'll leave that on top. They didn't have the Thought Erasure, which makes me very happy. Punch time! Please allow me to punch you. Cool. Gonna play the Branch Walker first. If I hit a land, it's gonna make me feel a lot better about playing this Incubation Druid. Seriously? Okay, well that's also weird. And I mean, they could still just have the Kaya's Wrath and be setting me up. Right then, I think I've committed enough to the board. I'm going to attempt to activate this Incubation Druid next turn. Rather than giving my opponent more absorb targets. Okay, mortify on the Incubation Druid. Running out the Teferi just cuz. Okay. They seem to be out of removal at least. They seem to be out of creature counter spells as well. Graveyard with you. Land. Graveyard with you. Okay, that's surprising to me. Okay, what do we got in here? We've got an Incubation Druid, a Merfolk Branch Walker, and a Wild Growth Walker. Find Incubation Druid, Merfolk Branch Walker. Play the Incubation Druid. Sweet! Opponent played like 2 relevant spells? Right then, Negators, Duresses, Harpooners, Brontodons, trimming on the fines. They're good, they're not great. Taking out all the Wild Growth Walkers because they're awful. And Hostage Takers. Yeah, I think that's what we want to be doing. think that's what we want to be doing. I think if we had an edict effect, I might be tempted to take out this last finality to bring in like a Eldest Reborn, something like that would probably be my move there. That'd be my play. It's a little awkward that obviously we don't get to like duress into a 2-drop, but whatever. Oh, and now we do. If you're just joining us, folks, oh, hello there. Hi. Thanks for coming and hanging out. If you're enjoying watching the show, please do hit that follow button. It really helps out a ton. I feel like taking the search for Azcan as the move here. Yeah, I'm going to take this search for Azcan. Like, the rest of it you can sort of just plow through. But the search for Azcanta is ridiculously hard to answer, so... Okay, well, we're going to play a Cemetery and a Branch Walker. And we're going to leave the ridiculously powerful card drawing effect right on top of that library. Hello, game. Oh, opponent does seem to be considering something. Probably it's the Mortifier's got them paused. Whether they're actually thinking about it or if they'd, like, didn't realise that they had to click through. Floret. Jade Light. Yeah, we'll bin you. Mortify on the Jade Light range. Really? Okay. I'm not... I was tempted to play the 2/2 Crisis, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just going to play out a Kroll Harpooner. My thinking is, if they manage to find a Thought Erasure, I don't want to have played out a useless 2/2 that they're just going to Kaya's Wrath away. I do love these card backs. They're so good. I need to put my black card back on, the basic one. To be fair, I quite like just the look of the normal card back. Okay then, well that's another land. If my opponent doesn't Wrath, I have no reason to play these Hydro Crisis. That's a thief, sure. Yeah, I thought that had the life gain text on it. So I'm tempted to hold back the Kroll Harpooner here to block this Thief of Sanity if they don't have a removal spell. But if they don't have a removal spell, then the Hydro Crisis is going to be able to do that. Unless they counter it, obviously. But I still feel like just sending and being like, you're going to go to 2 here. Plus the 3 Crisis hand is pretty good. Hey, the Minosaur. I am not awful. We're working our way back up Platinum. That's extremely interesting. I imagine what's about to happen now is that my opponent is going to absorb this and go back up to 8. But I'm still drawing 2 cards, so don't mind all that much. Yeah. Oh, that sweet duress. I love these styles. I think they're great. Tefers. Oh, man. I had one turn where I could have found Teferi. Dang it. Contempt is pretty good, though. Contempt is actually excellent. So let's duress you. Sweet. That Teferi can go away. Let's take away that absorb life you gained. And set up for a 6/6 Crisis next turn. No, sorry. Yeah, 6/6. Sweet! Got there. So I started having some real trouble with the Gruul deck. It wasn't doing as well as I would have liked up in the mythic end of things. What did we get? A rare induced amnesia. Okay, a rare that I basically didn't think about. Oh no, we did. We tried to break it for a little while and then went, no, this can't be broken in standard. Yeah, so I ended up. I actually talk about it on the podcast this week, but we ended up. Oh, sorry. I ended up sort of losing a lot with Gruul and Selesnya tokens and sort of went, this isn't where I want to be. And then I started actually thinking about it. And my thought was, the reason I stopped playing Sultai was not Esper Control and it wasn't Wilderness Reclamation. It was Mono Blue. And there is no Mono Blue anymore. It's an awkward hand, but it's a keep. There is a lot of Gruul floating around, and we are just a slightly bigger mid-range deck, and that gives us a lot of power. Please be control and not mono blue. Okay, this is looking like mono blue. What was I just saying about mono blue being gone? You was playing mono red with the green splash. I quite like that deck actually. A lot of people were also on that. It looked pretty decent to me. It wrecks Control and Nexus. Yeah. Yeah, it does actually. Okay, well, let's see what our opponent's up to here. KG plays. KG plays is what our opponent is up to here. Let's see if we can get this down through a counterspell. Yep, Wizard's Retort. Okay. Well, we'll get a Jadelight Ranger down instead. Yeah, you know what? That seems pretty decent. Also having a 4/3 Jadelight Ranger seems also not terrible. Essence Capture for no value. Cool. This is not one of their faster draws. Let's just see how many counter spells they've actually got. So they syncopated and conceded at the same time. Very odd. Very odd. Okay then. Okay then. Harpooners, obviously. Cast downs. Ritual. Cry. Don't actually know. Tyrant can go. Find finality can go. Hostage taker can go. Do we want the Duresses? Instead of what though? Vivian Reed? Hydroid Crisis? I have to say, I don't like the Wraths against this deck. Yeah, no, you know what? Let's just not play the Wraths. If, like, the chances are, if I want it to resolve, they're going to be able to counter it. And if they don't care if it resolves, like, they've got a hand filled with more creatures to play out, then they're just going to let it resolve. This is a keep. We've got 2 lands, effectively. Llanowar Elves, they don't actually interact with in any way, shape, or form. So, the fact that we drew Watery Grave helps. Pay 2 life. Llanowar Elves. Alright then, please don't have the Curious Obsession. Screw you. Sweet, seriously? I'm actually going to Cruel Harpooner the 1/1. There's only a certain number of ways that they can actually force through this Terramander, this other Terramander. And if they do those, then we definitely know that Wildgrowth Walker and Merfolk Branch Walker are making it down and doing all of their things. If they don't attack, that Curious Obsession just falls off. Yeah. So they're probably going to have to dive down the Terramander here, which is super funny. Oh, no. Okay. Yes, that is correct tapping. Good deck. Good arena. The Minotaur, it depends. So in my circles, basically everyone assumes that the world is ending. It definitely feels like it is. We've definitely got the Brexit doom and gloom going on. But I know plenty of other groups of people are just sort of going, no, this is exactly what we wanted. This is, you know. I personally think that the outspoken minority are the ones that are like, no, we want a hard Brexit. We want to, you know, leave as, you know, as soon as possible with no advantage to us leaving or something like that. You know, no deal in place. But I think most people are in the boat of, I would rather have something, and a lot of people are just in the boat of, we voted because it was a protest vote because we think all of our politicians are idiots. And now they're left sort of going, oh, we did vote for this, but we really don't, like, not like this. The way this is going, it's insane. And yeah. And the way our parliament's acting at the moment is thoroughly just childish. It's absolutely childish. None of them agree to compromise, you know. And I'm a Labour supporter, and I even say that Labour's been doing stupid stuff. So, yeah. It's not feeling fantastic over here. You know all those stories of people, you know, like the preppers and things? Yeah, that's happening. Like, people are actually becoming, like, prepping food. Let's see if they've got the dive down for this. Because I feel like this is the best time that it's going to get through. Nice! Got there. Most of the Western moisturizer like that, US, Brazil, UK. Yeah, like, we've all got our problems. It's annoying. So when it all started, you know, as is standard, the discussions happened in families, and I came down very hard on the side of no, I want to remain. And it's like, oh, why do you want to remain? Why do you think it's a good idea? Like, my parents were asking, and it's like, because what you're mad at isn't the UK government. Sorry, it isn't the EU government. What you're mad at is the Conservative government at the time. Okay, we're drawing all right here. Hopefully they don't find a way of getting this crisis out of the way. Sweet! Oh, we won a mono blue match with Sultai. That doesn't happen while discussing politics. Yeah, exactly. Look, if you want me to go on about problems in the world, Brexit probably isn't even highest on my list at the moment. The reason that Brexit exists is pretty high up there, like yeah, be angry at all of the political environment. You're probably right, Thirsty. That is probably basically the way I need to play Magic. It's just angry at my politicians. Yeah, like, the reason for Brexit, you know, the institutional racism, is a very big problem, and it's way bigger than I actually expected. Like, I lived in a little bubble at university, and I thought we were fine. And I came out of it and realised that actually, no, there is still a ton of racism just inherent in British society at the moment. And it's... Oh, no, absolutely. Powered by anger at... Yes. So I'm gonna channel Chandra here and be as angry as possible all the time. I think this is a mulligan, unfortunately. That's a way better hand. That's just such a better hand. We'll bottom that. And it's mono red. Oh damn, it's mono red. So yeah, like, there's big problems in the UK at the moment with Brexit on the horizon. And as I say, most people I know are pretty much like, this is in no way what we wanted. And in many cases, the people who thought they wanted it, who voted for it, who thought they wanted it, didn't realise what it was going to be. Like, the literal thing that people are coming out with is like, I didn't realise it was going to be like this. I didn't know how much the EU gave us. That I don't know if you saw it, but I think it was Tusk gave a really great speech a little while ago about, like, this week maybe. Yeah, it's just a friend we have. And yeah, that does seem to be how they get through life. Yeah, like I say, a lot of people just sort of went, I didn't realise that this was what it was going to be like. I thought we were voting for something else, and as I say, Tusk gave that speech that was like, no UK Prime Minister has ever explained to the British people what the EU does. And it's like, yeah, that is exactly what's going on here. No one in the UK has ever gone, oh, they give us all this? Like, all this access and all this money, like free money. And it's like, yeah, that's what the EU does for us. And the EU became a bit of a punching bag for the UK for a very long time, because it was really easy to hate the Continentals. Leading right back into my problem with racism in the UK at the moment. Oh, dang it. I was like, they've just spent a lot of resources there. I'm kind of hoping that they're out of 3 damage burn spells, but... Oh, gold! Opponent was apparently saving the best for last. That is not what I wanted to see. Let's get a Wild Growth Walker and an Incubation Druid. And I'm wondering if I even play the Incubation Druid as opposed to the Wild Growth Walker. Yeah, I think I do. If they've got it, they've got it, and we're dead. But the fact that we're at 4 is helpful. Gitu Lava Runner, Wizard's Lightning. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay, we died. That's unfortunate. Well, nothing was changing that, unfortunately. The red deck just had it. How did we sideboard for this? The Cast Downs and the Dresses instead of the Carnage Tyrants, the Vivian Reed, the Hostage Takers. Fine Finality. Did I bring in Ritual of Soot as well? I think I did. Yeah, instead of another Vivian Reed. Yep, I'm on the Soot plan now. It was just a sort of question of what am I taking out. And I think, realistically, our top end should mostly just be Hydroid Graces. Yeah, exactly. If I'd actually been able to hold on to that, and it was literally their last 3 damage burn spell in hand as well. They had one of them left. So I think I played it about right, but you know, when your opponent's got it, your opponent's got it. Okay, we'll keep this. Obviously, a Wild Growth Walker makes this hand completely brilliant, but at the same time, it'd be a while before I'd be willing to play it out anyway. Red deck gonna red. We've drawn 2 of the cards that I was super medium on and a late game card, so we could be looking at a rough one here if this goes a little bit too long. Oh, hello there. Opponent missed a land drop, which means that's all spells. Oh, that's nice. I haven't seen that before. So I could go for the Wild Growth Walker. If they have a Wizard's Lightning, which isn't 100%, it's probably close to something like 25%. I think they've got too much stuff in hand for a bait spell to really work. I think we've got to hope that they don't have the 1 mana way of killing it, or they don't draw the second land here. No blocks. Don't have it. Come on. 1 time. Ah, oh, damn it. Damn it. I forgot about Skewer. All right, well. And now we're getting there. I'm going to go... No, I'm not. What do we got in here? We got Wild Growth Walker and Merfolk Branch Walker. Yeah, I'm going to find those two back. Yeah, that's 8 spells in their hand at the moment. Oh, no, they found a land. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now we start playing out bait spells. Nice. That's a pretty good hit, actually. Yeah. If they decide to kill the Jadelight Ranger, I'm not too bothered by that. Yeah, sweet. Discarding an Experimental Frenzy. There are ways away from casting it. That is totally true. Right, opponent has this is not so much a stumble on mana as it is simply getting completely ruined by their deck. To be fair, their deck was very kind to them last game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, back up to 20. Like we're not in any rush to get this Wild Growth Walker out. We just know that if we get it and we get some counters on it, the game is over. I will need to discard. Well, I will discard a land that you A, know about, and B, does me damage. This is a 2-turn clock that I'm presenting here. Yeah, cool. That worked real nice. That went real good. So we know that they've definitely got those Experimental Frenzies in their deck. That was a little bit of a question mark. There was a little bit of a question as to whether they were playing that particular version. We now know. Yeah, I think we run it back. I'm still not happy about this find, or particularly this Vivian Reed, to be perfectly honest. But Vivian Reed at least answers the Experimental Frenzy. But for some reason I keep blanking on the name of. Don't know why that is. And find at least goes and gets back, you know, a Wild Growth Walker that they've killed, as long as they haven't exiled it. Yeah, like both of them have got... What is this hand? What is this hand? Oh, man. Yeah, alright. We'll pay 2 life and we'll get a Jadelight Ranger out. Not a Jadelight Ranger, and Lana Elves out. Oh, no fair. Yeah, I think we're just playing this Wild Growth Walker. Because we've got the backup. Oh, they've got the Wizard's Lightning. That's super tilting. Okay. Well, at least it's not 3 coming at me. You know? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, folks? Okay, Electrostatic Field. That's interesting. I think what I meant to do here is play out a Merfolk Branch Walker, not Shock. Play the Wild Growth Walker and the Merfolk Branch Walker next turn. Yeah, I'm going to leave that on top. That seems fine. Going to point another burn spell at a creature here. Opponent. No, is apparently the answer. Oh, they've smelt this one coming, haven't they? Oh yeah, they've got it. They've definitely got it. I think we still have to go for it though. And hope that it's like a risk factor or something instead. Whoa. It's a risk factor. I will take the action and go to 11. Damn it! I was really worried about that. I was like, if they've got the lava coil, this is super annoying. And a skewer as well. God almighty. Yeah, we're dead. That's really annoying. They had 3 freaking cards in hand. I mean, it's fine. It's, you know, most of your damage, your spells will deal damage anyway, so most of them you can turn on Skewer the Critics. It just gives you more flexibility to, yeah, go. I'm going to kill this creature. Oh, I've also pinged you. Now I've turned on Skewer the Critics. Damn it. Okay, well that's a way of gaining life. So we're going to leave that right there. I'm going to take 4, go to 1 here. No, we're dead. We're very, very dead. That was unfortunate. They just kept having the answers to the Wild Growth Walkers. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have played that first one out the way I did, but come on. Right. Yeah, we got a little bit more time. We got another 40 minutes on the clock here. Yeah, I think I was playing it basically right. And you're right. It is, as soon as you see a Wild Growth Walker, you have to kill it. But opponent got really lucky to keep finding all of those answers for it. That's a mulligan. That's a barely better hand. Let's keep you. Let's bottom you. This is not good. Okay then. Is it Drakes? No. Jeskai Drakes. Oh, it's going to be Jeskai Drakes. Well, I've got removal for the Drakes at least. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. Oh, dang. That's not a shock land. We'll leave that on top, despite the fact that I have played this awfully. I could have had a Llanowar Elf out there as well. This is a really tough matchup for us as well, unfortunately. Especially if they start blowing up my lands. I think Vivian Reed was still right to leave on top there. Yeah, Blue-Red Drakes is a pretty bad matchup. Adding the white just means that they have Wraths as well. Yeah, blue-red Drakes is pretty rough, especially if they're playing the Drakes version that you know, plays dive downs and things. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a Drake's list. This is... I don't think this is control. Charter Course is pretty weird in a control deck. We're about to find out. It's Drake's. I think we're just going to take the Branch Walker here. Yep, if they'd had the counter for that, then yeah, they were the control version. But here's Drake's. Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike? Wow. Okay. We are not doing too badly right here. Look at all the resources my opponent just had to use for that. Let's just Jade Light first. They know we've got the Branch Walker, but it doesn't super matter. They've got the Shock, they'll point it at the Ranger. They probably don't have the Shock then. Oh wow, I'm super glad I'm not drawing them naturally. Well, that's a pretty dead card in this matchup. We're just going to see if we can kill him in 4s then. It's tempting to play out this Hostage Taker, but no, not yet. Not yet. Mission Briefing. Mission Briefing. Maybe there's some weird combo deck then, instead of a Drake's list. Okay, no, they picked up the Shock. Sure. The Minotaur, thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. And yeah, you have a good one yourself. Okay, then I think we're just playing out this Hostage Taker here. Just put another source of damage on the battlefield. Oh no, of course we can steal our Merfolk, take our Merfolk Branch Walker, recast it. We've still got Assassin's Trophy up. Yeah, it's something to do with our mana, so I'm going to leave it on top. Like, it's in no way a good card at the moment, but it's a spell. This does look a lot like Control. Just they don't seem to have had any counter spells. Yeah, you actually have to if there's no target. You, like, if there's another creature on the battlefield apart from Hostage Taker, you have to, that's targetable, you have to attempt to take it. This is very odd. I think there might be some weird combo deck, like a 1000-Year Storm or something stupid. Like, Mission Briefing only tends to go, there we go! Can I call it or can I call it? I am so glad I have Assassin's Trophy in hand. Yep, you know what? You can have another land. The trick that I love doing is taking someone else's hostage taker hostage, casting it and taking my own hostage taker hostage. That feels so good. Right, we're going to need more Assassin's Trophies. Graveyard. Library. Yep, it's an amulet deck. Right. Okay. They don't quite have enough. Yeah, there needs to be 4. So they're going to have to get pretty lucky with their hits here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to make this a 5/5. Yeah, there's nothing worth getting back with a fine finality. Cool, we're good to go. Oh, hopefully we've just got him here. Cleansing Nova, you say? Cleansing Nova, you say? Dang it. Dag nabbit. Well, that's an Assassin's Trophy for this stupid Primal Amulet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get it back and make it a 4/4. Find Crisis and Jade Light. Yep, let's just make you a 4/4. Yep, good. Good. If those two things are spells in their hand there, that's pretty... Yeah, I think I should just trophy this now. Because, so, if it flipped, it would still be the same permanent. Which means that the Assassin's Trophy would still kill it. But if I allowed my opponent to untap, they could go... Spell, make the mana, and then spell again. Okay. Banefire there's pretty annoying. Let's just play out the cheapest, like, lethal threats we possibly can, and that is this lot. Oh, Graveyard Review, Wild Growth Walker, we do not need you. We do need you. That's lovely to see. You know how many triggers you normally put on the stack? Yeah, well, I just got mine. Opponent is charting. They're pillaging. They're going to need a Cleansing Nova here. pillaging again. There is literally no card in their deck. Oh no, of course they generated another 2 mana. Okay. Opting. I suppose if they have Settle the Wreckage. But that would be pretty weird, to be perfectly honest. Cool. Cool. Right then, negates, duresses, thrashing Brontodon, unmoored egos for combo decks. Wildgrowth walkers can come out. Hostage takers can come out. I'm imagining that they're going to end up bringing in some number of threats, but at the same time, I think we just remove all of our removal and allow things like Assassin's Trophy to take over for us. No, I think that's about right. I was considering bringing in the Cruel Harpooners. You know, a 2 mana 3/2 is not the worst thing in the world. Also, if they bring in Lyra, at least I do have a way, of killing it. So, yeah, I think... Oh, no, you know what I want to do? I want to trim a Find and put a Vraska's Contempt back in. Just in case they go into Tefers, like a standard Teferi control deck. Yeah, if they bring in Lyra or Niv Mizzet would probably be the best one for them to have in the sideboard as like a creature-based threat that you're hoping your opponent takes all their removal out for. Oh, you are so close, hand. You are so close. So, obviously, Find is a little bit of a blank here. I think it's worth keeping. Like, we find a green source, we can branch walker, we can hopefully find more lands. I think it's fine. Well, okay then. If we hit a forest next turn, we've literally had the best possible start. Okay, so they do have Settle the Wreckage. Shock, Charter Course, 1,000 Year Storm and Opt. Thousand Year Storm is a goodly ways off. Shock and Chart. Shock and Settle, rather, deal with what I'm trying to do. I think I'm going to take the Shock here. Yeah. They'll probably chart, yeah. Okay, if we can find an untapped green source, and they're all untapped at this point. Better to be lucky than good. We need to graveyard you, unfortunately. I need another green source before you're even remotely playable. Okay, they found the Foundry. Well, that will help us find the green source, and also happens to be a thing that I can put on the battlefield. So I'm not unhappy about finding that. Come on, another green source. Nope, graveyard with you as well, unfortunately. Yeah, I could do with some opt action. Could I borrow one of yours, please, opponent? Look, I can cast it and everything. Pillaging away a land. Obviously not settling this turn. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh well, I guess we're holding up Assassin's Trophy now. Because I sure as heck ain't playing a 1/1 Hydroid Crisis. Alright then. You know what? No. Because then we'd give them the land for settle the wreckage. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with my mana next turn anyway. Yeah, cool. Oh no, they can settle anyway because of the Primal Amulet. Of course. Of course. I forgot about that. Oh dear, that makes it cheaper, doesn't it? Oh well, if they settle me, I get lands. Lands! Yes! Yes, I get green sources! And that Primal Amulet can go away, please. Thank you, and good night. I was like, settle is a very bad thing to happen to me. Yep. And also, nope. Did they bin that first 1,000-year storm? Oh, they did. They must have binned it to a... Oh, they binned it to chart. Yes. Board states are so 2018. Yeah, I mean, you ain't wrong. Have a wrath. All right, Niv Mizzet. You know what doesn't trigger Niv Mizzet? Vivian Reed. Oh, she's so good in this matchup. It's not even real. I'm pretty certain if my opponent could see my hand, they would have conceded already. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. We got there. Platinum tier 2, and we're rising through the ranks now. Right, let's claim it. I think, though, that's probably a decent place to stop. I'm still a little bit shattered from the weekend, from the 135 games I played across the 5 days. It was pretty nutty, actually. It was a very bad move. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining us tonight. Obviously, if you haven't hit that follow button, please do. It really helps out a bunch. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. That helps out a ton as well. And obviously, just tell people you have fun here. We like to think we're a fun community. Right then, let me find anyone who is still on and can be hosted / raided. Actually, I know someone who very much could be. Oh, that's changed a little bit. Yep, there you go. Here's some more magic, folks. So enjoy it, and I will see you all next time.